Okay, so I'm going to start install on a clean laptop here. Start with searching with OMERO.py, and this takes us to the OMERO Python page. Unfortunately, it takes us to the 5.4.0, not the latest. We want 5.6.0, and I'm going to follow the instructions for installing OMERO.py on Conda, and then also install OMERO.web. I've already followed this link to install Conda for Mac using the Python 3.7 package there. And so I can use that to install the Conda environment. I'm not going to install the OMERO.py directly here. I'll install that later. So let's go to my terminal and I can paste this in. I'm going to change the name of the environment I'm creating here. It's going to be OMERO.web, and that will create me an environment with all the ICE dependencies that I need. Okay, and then I can activate that environment. So I want conda activate OMERO.web. Okay, now I'm going to create a directory for me to work in, and first install in that directory the OMERO.py libraries. So I'm going to clone git clone OMERO.py and cd into that directory, and then I can do pip install -e, so installing from that source code. So that should install for me OMERO.py, and now I should be able to have OMERO on my command line, and I can do OMERO login to connect to a remote. So let's go to demo.openmicroscopy.org, and so that should log me in to a remote server. Okay, so let's go back to the desktop, create a new directory for the web code, and I'm going to again go to here and clone the OMERO.web code, and then I'm going to open this. Okay, so let's just open this directory, code, open this in, actually, let's close that. Okay, so a new code environment. So under the VS Code, I've installed Python tools, Python extension. So the first thing I want to do is to use the shortcuts here to select the Python select interpreter, and I should be able to see here in this list the Python environment that we've created called OMERO.web. And so what that means is that now if I open a new terminal, that should automatically conda activate OMERO.web. And so first thing I want to do is to install So let's cd into the OMERO.web, and I'm going to do the same as I did for OMERO.py. I'm going to pip install -e dot to install OMERO.web from the source code. Okay, and now I want to create a environment where I can run and debug OMERO.web. So I'm going to go to the debug and launch a JSON file of type Python and Django. So it wants to know where the manage.py is for running this, and it's in the OMERO-web repository under OMERO-web/manage.py. So one thing that I need to provide here is an environment, and an environment variable I need here is OMERO.dir, and this basically points to a location for config files and for logs. And I'm just going to use the current directory, the web directory that I just created, which is the workspace folder. Okay, so I'm going to save that. So let's put some config in that location that I need. So current directory, so the path to that directory, let's just copy that here, and I'm going to export OMERO.dir equals that location, and I need that so that I can actually set the config there. Now I can do config OMERO config set OMERO web and debug. That's going to be true, and then okay, so it's created for me a location for the config, and now I've done OMERO config set, and I'm going to set a list of servers to connect to. So OMERO config append, in fact, OMERO web server list, and I'm going to pass it a JSON list here, which consists of the location demo.openmicroscopy.org and the port 4064, and it's going to just be called demo. Okay, so that's all set to the config, and that config should be used when we run here. So let's try it out. I'm going to run this environment, and this will allow me to do debugging tools within the code as well when I want to do that. Let's go to a new tab, which will be localhost 8000. Okay, so this is loaded the login page. I can choose the server from that server list. So method stuff for me, and so I should be able to log in. And okay, so it's loaded, it's logged in for me, and now I can work on the web client code. Okay, thanks for watching.